What's up, everyone? I'm Tamara, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about narcissists and consequences. Do you think narcissists should have consequences for their behavior? Let us know in the comments. If you never receive a consequence for something that you do that is wrong, will you learn from it? If you have a child and you never punish them when they do something wrong, like let's say they go to the store and they steal a candy bar, or they talk back to you, and you never give them a consequence, are they going to learn from that behavior? The answer is probably no, unless they are just incredible human beings. So I think in life, people learn to not do certain things because they get consequences. If you're constantly speeding and you're constantly getting tickets, you're probably going to slow down. Why do narcissists not get very many consequences? Do you think that's true? Or do you think that they get consequences all the time? I say yes and I say no. I say no because people are terrified of narcissists. They want to keep them off their backs. They don't want to challenge them. They don't want to upset them. They don't want to tangle with them. So they let them get away with whatever they want to get away with. They talk to people like they're crazy. They treat people badly. And for some reason, most people let them get away with it. On the other hand, a natural consequence would be, would you want to spend most of your time around somebody who's incredibly difficult, who's going to put you down, who's going to play games? You're probably not going to want to be around that person very much. So the consequence of being a narcissist is they probably really thirst for people, and yet there are many people who either stay away from them or have very shallow friendships with them because they're difficult to be around. So in one way, they do miss out on a lot because you can't really connect with them like you would another person, because they're gonna come for you usually at some point or another, or you have to listen to their toxic, odd way of thinking about people, and it just gets draining. So people do avoid them. But as far as the bad behavior, it keeps going because people don't point it out to them. People don't confront them. Now, let's say that you do decide to confront them. You might wish that you hadn't, because they can act out to an extreme degree. They're used to fighting. They're vicious. They're mean. They're not going to feel bad for the same reason that you are. You might feel bad because, oh, I shouldn't have argued with them, and I don't like stress and tension between me and another person. They're not going to think that way. They're going to think, I hate you now. I can't stand you, you jerk. How dare you come after me? I'm amazing. I don't see anything that I've ever done to you, so I don't even know what you're talking about. You could also send them scurrying for the hills, where they avoid a certain situation or outing because someone takes them aside and says, hello, I'm going to confront you because I see what you're doing and I don't like it, and I'm not going to stand for it. So there is the occasional person who will buck up to them big time, and they don't handle it well, and it could definitely send them scurrying in the other direction. But will it change their behavior? Will it make them say, you know what, maybe I am rude to people all the time? It's probably not going to have that impact, and so they're going to still keep doing the same thing over and over again. Why? Because a narcissist has great difficulty with admitting fault. They might know that you're angry at them and that you are like, I've had it, I don't want to be your friend anymore. So that's when you get a cake, or you get they do something that can cost them their job. So do you think that narcissists get consequences in life? And how do you think they respond to those consequences? Because maybe you think differently than I do. Narcissists should be held accountable for their actions just like anyone else. And when it comes to feelings and emotions, sometimes that is a difficult lane, because if somebody runs a red light like a narcissist, they learn that I can't do that. Why? Because I'm going to get a ticket. They learn that there are certain laws in the land that they must follow, and they do, unless nobody's looking. And if they break that law, then there are consequences. So they need to learn the same thing when it comes to social behavior. If you want friends, if you want colleagues, if you want to keep people around, there's a certain treatment that is required. And if you can't follow those simple protocols in life, like do unto others as you would have them treat you, then there needs to be a consequence. Sometimes their behavior is equivalent to that of a 2-year-old, arrested development. But even worse, because they are vicious. They like to fight. They like making people feel bad. They get enjoyment from that. But even a 2-year-old has consequences when they have a tantrum, or they tell you no, or they try to touch a hot oven. You give them consequences. If they're disrespectful, you tell them. And the narcissist just lost that whole time period. But they need to know. And if you've ever gone through a divorce with a narcissist, they're going to have you tied up in litigation for probably years. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. They are the ones who quit their job so they don't have to pay child support. They're going to do everything. Why? Because you can't. Narcissists say, you don't leave me. And they're going to make you pay dearly for leaving them. They're gonna pull all kinds of stunts and tricks. If you can be that sophisticated and that bold, then we can be bold when it comes to saying enough is enough. I'm not gonna tolerate this behavior anymore. So if you are confused by narcissists, check out my book, because we're not gonna keep walking in confusion with these people. My book is called The Workplace Narcissist by Tamara Zyon. It's on Amazon, and I'm going to give you clarity so that you can navigate these people better, because it's time out from mistreatment from anyone. So let me know if you've ever been mistreated by a narcissist, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.